All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is the CVAL North Region's lower finals with Northwood University versus Mizzou. Now, highly anticipated matchup. All eyes are on Northwood once again to see if they can pull off the three-peat in CVAL right now. Strange to see them in this lower finals when they've been tearing through the competition not only last season, in the fall season, but also last year as well, barely dropping a map to their championship. Now, as we look at the setup now, we are going to see Cypher on both sides, but then Astra come out on the side of Northwood versus the Viper. Double controller coming out from the side of Mizzou here. This may throw a hitch in the plans of the defense, but now look at these Cypher tripwires immediately getting taken out. Those are buffed, so they're much stronger. Benji is just going to try and play some time here. They are going to give up the site for a free plan. Northwood is going to go for this retake instead, as they all going to fly out of heaven there. Benji finds one, Bolt finds one as well. Panda will trade out, but immediately gets taken down by Bolt, and all of a sudden it's just Alex left, along with their Viper, in the 2v1. Never mind, it's a 1v4. The defuse is already going, and it's going to be a backstab on the side of Ali, as Northwood will take the first round in pretty convincing fashion. Good stuff coming out there from both teams. I don't think the Mizzou utilized their double controller well enough to take advantage, but Benji there just playing it so safe, waiting for their team to rotate, no rushing. As we see now, this second round is going to be a little bit difficult for Mizzou, not having the weapons advantage. So let's see if they can make something happen with this double controller. Immediately, we'll get spotted out by Ali, and Ali is just going to back up. This is going to pull rotates already over onto that B site. Should allow Mizzou to explore the rest of the map just a little bit. See now, killing information. Northwood pushing out a B main just a little bit there. Contact should be made. So we're going to see the Trailblazer try to find something. But Bolt's going to convert off the paint shells on that defense. And already one is down for the side of Mizzou. So they've snuck in their way in there. What a shot from Paragon right now. But the numbers are in the weapons advantage is just way too strong coming out from the side of Northwood. They take down 2 more members. And it's just going to be Happy Rabbit here, already lurked up onto that B side. Interesting look to rotate the spike back over to B side. There isn't really any safe crossing, as they are going to have to give up the site. But what a shot from Happy Rabbit. Takes down Ali. Dip will trade out though. And now only one person left on the side of Mizzou. They do have the spike. They could try to play for some time. Piggy here could potentially get a pick. Maybe charge that ult orb just a little bit more. Jiggle Peaks will spot Dip, but it's a double setup as Dip eventually cleans it out. So it was a slower round, but Northwood would go up 2-0. See now, full buy is going to come out from the side of Mizzou. They need to win this, but this is still split. It is a pretty defensive-sided map. And with the weaponry that we see Northwood had, they can convert this bonus. I want to see more of this double controller setup. So far, they're opting to play their time, trying to see if Northwood gets aggressive or not. See now, Northwood also being very patient. They are going to slowly push up ramps, try to get some space for Bolt here. Trades do come out for a little bit, but it's not enough. It's Alex left in a 1v3, only has the Sheriff in hand. Maybe that's all he needs. Takes down Boat. Still 1v2, no control of the spike. No idea really where the other two members of Northwood are. Finds Darkus, tries to hit the shot, but Darkus so smart. Readjusting the angle off of every single peak, not giving Alex anything easy. That's going to be 4-0 on the side of Northwood. And this is where it starts to look bad. If you don't win this round as Mizzou, it's going to be tough. This is Mizzou's map pick. I'd assume that they would have a better execution plan coming in this, especially locking in that double controller. But maybe they're just trying to hold on to as many maps as, or take as many maps as possible just to hold on an entire long defensive half. It is possible, but you do not want to go down 5-0. Here we see Paragon with the aggressive push right now. Bolt's gonna start the showstopper. Spots Paragon, takes him out. Happy Rabbit though gets the pick onto Ali, so that's the controller down from Northwood. This does give them a chance. Piggy finds a pick as well, so the numbers are in favor. Never mind. Dip trades out, evens it, and Darkus there with a clean flick takes down Panda. So she's gonna be Piggy and Alex left. They do spot Benji. They have a 1v2 situation, but there's so many tripwires that they have to be aware of. Look at how much time he's stalling, waiting for the rest of his team to rotate. Mizzou's got to hit fast. There they go. Alex takes down Benji. 2v2. They get the plant down, but the aftershock will push Piggy off. And that's going to force Alex to swing. And what a beautiful 2v2 execution coming out from Dip and Darkus. Playing that to perfection. Preventing the plant, drawing out the swing, and immediately taking off heads. This is going to cause Mizzou to call a timeout. They desperately needed this timeout. As they try to talk it over. I like these aggressive pushes that they're trying to bring Paragon in, but there's just not enough setup. They need to do something here. I would like to see some fake executions coming out. You have double controller. You have all the time in the world to try and pull some rotations. But Northwood, especially Benji, so strong, so patient on that solo anchor. He's able to wait them out and find information. And this is going to be another eco round coming out from the side of Mizzou. Do they have a plan to go into this? You don't necessarily expect them to win these rounds. And even if they do take kills, they're not going to hurt the economy of Northwood that much. See now, Ali heading on to that Astra with the operator. Just to make things a little bit worse. Nope, now it's just a tease buy. Back to the Phantom we go. Now there's a light buy coming out from the side of Mizzou. You would think that they would want to hit fast. But I think at this point, Northwood is ready for any sort of aggressive push here. Look at this. They're going to push out themselves. Darkus with the fall line. Boat with the kill. Beautiful assist there. And this is going to force Mizzou to speed up just a little bit on that B side. But look how patient the players are. And this is going to be a sandwich off the rolling thunder. They're investing that on this anti-eagle round. Darkus finds one. Dip also finds another. Darkus finds a second, and that is a flawless wipe. That's exactly what you would expect on that eco round. And now, some of you might think, might be a waste to utilize that rolling thunder on equal, but you know what? If you got a chance to lock up 6-0, I think you go and lock up 6-0. Beautiful assists coming out from Darkus there. 7 assists already in 6 rounds. And now, here is where the plan should be. The full buy finally coming out for Mizzou. So far, they have not been able to find a single crack in the defense of Northwood. Now they are exploring that vent area. You see, the Trailblazer goes up into vents. Paragon already taking such a deep control. They found the gap, but can they capitalize on this? It seems that they're aware. Ali has put a star there just to protect Dip. Meanwhile, though, we are going to see a slow, methodical push come out from the side of Mizzou. And they have polar rotate already. You can see that in the map. Darkest has rolled over, but it looks like they're going to try another combo play to try and take down Paragon. Benji. They start the cage. Piggy sneaks through. Alex is going to find the pick on Dip. That's so smart. They cut all information. No comms were available. And now you see they have control of Heaven there. And now the rotates will finally come through, but Boat over there, holding his own, finds the pick on the Piggy. Spike is down. And there's just so much stall coming out. Paragon finally able to find one after that Vent's position, and this is just too much for Boat to take care of. They finally sink the Boat, and Mizzou will get the plant. Now, for the first time so far in this game, they have the numbers advantage. Benji swings, but gets his head taken off. Now it's Ali in the 1v4. He's going to try and take some picks if he can. Ali finds one. Is he able to find another? They spot his barrel. He swings out. Panda. Panda. W Gamer takes down Ali, and Mizzou get their first on the board.
I need this. My thanks.
Now, this helps a little bit. This does knock the economy down, but you still have 2 good rounds of buys after this if you're Northwood. But each long journey starts with a single step, and that's exactly what Mizzou is doing here. Again, opting for this slower play, making Northwood get curious. Look, they're going to try and double swing onto mid. Paragon's going to find a first pick onto Dip. And that's exactly what you need to do as Mizzou. You have the double controllers. You do not need to rush. You can throw so many smokes here. Cut off so much information. Northwood, after losing Dip, they're going to fall back just a little bit. They don't want to continue to over-aggress. You slowly work up onto that mid site. Trailblazer is spotted. Paint shells invested to stop any push. Meanwhile, we are seeing Happy Rabbit lurking, but Darkest is going to find a pick onto Panda. Darkest has been automatic with these shots so far. You're going to see Mizzou decide they don't want to deal with mid anymore. Hopefully, Happy Rabbit has waited enough to pull rotations off. But look at this read coming out. There's so much information that Benji is able to find as a Cypher. But Happy Rabbit finds the pick onto Ali almost immediately. The flash comes out and Alex finds another. This is beautiful execution, great patience, but this fault line doing so much work. Even still, though, Piggy is there to support. Now it's just Darkest. Once again, another 1vx situation for Northwood. Mizzou could close out. Stringing together 2 rounds in a row, they start to mount this comeback a little by little. And look at this, the economy slowly dwindling on the side of Northwood. Not even able to string together those full buys. Oh, no, they can. They just got to move some credits around. There you go, 5 rifles. But as soon as Mizzou wins this round, the economy will be flipped. And so far, this slow pace has been working for them. Northwood opting to play a little bit slower now, not trying to aggress too much. They were trying to take that space, though. Trailblazer spotted on that A ramp position. And now Northwood is going to heavily defend the A site. Guiding Light comes through. Dip swings, but it's taken down almost immediately. Paragon low on HP, but they're going to fall back to stay alive. Keep the numbers in their favor. He has to try and cross. Yeah, the Cypher Cage allows him to cross. He's going to get the heal up. And I like this. This early numbers advantage that Mizzou is able to get. And then they kill information once again. Make Northwood get a little bit too excited. See if they poke out. If they poke out, they get punished.
Cover going out.
Now we see the execution should be coming from the B side here. From the shadows into the back of sight. They cleared that. Smokes come down as well. That Heaven smoke should be going down soon though, but they're going to get the plant. And it's going to be planted for main. Probably some Viper lineups here. Oh no, they're investing the Viper's pit. It's going to be a difficult one for Northwood to come back into. Paragon's gonna swing, find the first pick onto boat, but Darkest to immediately trade out. W Panda and Piggy putting in work as well, and now Ali finds themselves in another 1v4, but not for long, because Panda's gonna take them right out. That's 3 in a row. Economy of Northwood is broken.
Taking that back.
And this is a little bit difficult now for Northwood. They are able to scrape together kind of a half buy here. They might want to get aggressive. That's been their MO. But Mizzou has been so patient countering that. So we see Trailblazer coming up on the A side. Dip swings out immediately with the Stinger. And Paragon will be taken down, but they don't necessarily have control of anything yet. We do see Darkest has the Rolling Thunder online. We'll see if he wants to reinvest it. It's going to move over onto that mid site. Happy Rab is going to try and lurk up off of this. But then, man, Benji taking down 2 on the other side. Now, Happy Rab is going to sneak all the way into the backside, but so much information already found out from the side of Northwood. W Panda has the spike here on mid. They have to be very careful trying to clear this. And Ali, so disciplined, clears the back end, though Boat finds the pick on the Panda as well. So they stop the bleeding 7-3. And I think if you're Mizzou, you need to win at least one of these next 2 rounds for this to be a good attack.
Cage triggered.
We move on now. That aggressive play finally worked out for Northwood. They were able to get the early picks and the map control. But Miss Piggy able to find the first pick. We're going to see the Leer come out and the flash. And Dip able to find one. The spray through the smoke. Unable to find anything from Paragon. Darkest takes them down instead. And these aggressive attacks, while they may not have worked the last couple of rounds, they certainly are working now for Northwood. And a lot of this have to do with Benji. I think Benji's only died like 2 times. Benji able to find so much information, takes so much space on that A side. Mizzou's not really able to find anything there. They are going to spot Alex mid. And at this point, they have their work cut out for them. I think they should have enough money to buy in the next round, Mizzou, if they decide to force into this execute. Guiding Light as well, but Ali immediately takes down Piggy. And they might just have to save. They can't even get out of there. Dip finds the pick. Uses the dismiss, the swing, and Darkest close it out. It's going to be 8 rounds coming out from the side of Northwood. And if you're on defense on split, 8 is... 7's the bare minimum. 8, you're in a good position. But we do need to see Mizzou win this. Otherwise, they're going to be in a pretty precarious situation.
Right there.
And Dip finds that early pick onto Paragon there. The Bolt gets one of their own with the showstopper, and this is just a slaughterhouse as they push down mid. These aggressive plays have been working out so well for Northwood lately. All of a sudden, it's just Alex left. The Rolling Thunder for good measure. And he's just trying to scramble, stay alive. No control of the spike, but they're just going to chase him. The BM, he doesn't even have time to take away the dart. And this is just jumping shorties from the rest of the team. A flawless round coming out from the side of Northwood.
Switching sides.
9-3 half from Northwood. And it doesn't seem impressive, but we have to remember that split is still defensive. And with the double controller, it may be difficult for Northwood to push through on the offense. We'll have to see Darkest with an insane 14 assists. Gotta see if Mizzou can hold their sight better than Northwood did. I think with double controller, it is possible. You do have a lot of stall time as well. And Asher becomes a bit more difficult to play on that offense. We are going to see an early push from both. Double satchels in, but Panda's got something for his face. And it's a classic. Getting that first pick. See, Benji's going to try and lurk up. We see Ponder now making contact with Benji. Just jiggling, but Benji is able to cross off of that cage. Let's see if they opt to go for a double swing here. Nope. We're just going to see Dip slowly walk up into the crosshair of Ponder. Ponder takes him out immediately. They're just going to fall back and heal up. Meanwhile, we do see Conch still holding that B main angle. And so far, it looks like there hasn't been too much execution coming from the side of Northwood there. Like I said, that double controller is going to be pretty hard to push past. Oh, Panda finding the shots now in this second half. Warmed up a little bit. Dargis gets taken down, but take a look at Benji's positioning. In the backside, but is he going to expect Alex? No.
30 seconds left.
Alex will stab him in the back. Ali now 1v5. Can he get one? Finds Stella. Taps his shoulder. But that wide swing coming out from Alex. And that's a flawless pistol round. That's exactly what you want if you're Mizzou. You need to be perfect. And this is gonna put them in a pretty good spot here to try and close this gap. Thing is, 9-3 half is a very infamous score, as we all know. There is still a chance for Mizzou to take this. This is their map pick, and I think they have some defensive setups that Northwood may have some difficulty dealing with. Alex buying up on that Guardian here. But it's going to be another fast push coming out from Northwood. Bolt trying to double satchel in, but immediately Panda is going to hit him with that near sight. The paranoia to stop any push. And this is going to allow Conch to peek out on mid here, trying to see if they can find a pick. But the spike is rotating over to that A side. And nice shot from Dip. It's going to take more than that from the Sheriff to take him down. The Lear to push out. But Paragon's going to find that with the Outlaw. Just to help out Panda a little bit. Now contact being made on that A site. And Bolt's going to try to risk their life to get that orb. And Alex unable to find the hit onto Darkest. Darkest has the fall line now to push through. And they have the sight. They should be able to get the plant down if they're able to cover him. But Alex, too good with that Guardian. Finds another pick onto Ali. And they're going to push off this Trailblazers. That's 3 for Alex.
One enemy remaining.
And now it's just Bolt left. Spike's already being defused. Another flawless round coming out from the side of Mizzou. That's exactly what you want, ladies and gentlemen. You need a perfect defense. 9-5 now. Let's see if they could convert the bonus the same way that Northwood did. And if you take a look at the buys coming out from the side of Mizzou, you do have a Bulldog, a Guardian, and an Outlaw. That is massive damage. Outlaw proving to be a very strong weapon in addition to the weapons that we already had in Valorant. But now we're going to see a bit more of an aggressive take coming out from Northwood. 4 stacking on that A side, allowing Ali to lurk on that B side. On the Guardian spam. Through the Cyber Cage, already taking down some health for Darkest. Ali finds the lurking pick onto Paragon. Paragon got a little bit too curious. And Conch, aka Paragon, will get taken out. Miss Piggy, though, also finds a pick on the boat just to even up the numbers a little bit. Guiding Light to come out, but look at this. Ponder and Piggy. Double tapping onto Northwood. Finds 2. And they just might convert this bonus round once again. It's going to be very, very difficult to push past this double controller. We're seeing that right now. 4 alive still on the side of Mizzou. Dark Cloud, the snake bite onto the spike. Benji's going to try and get some information, but nothing from that webcam. As Ali has sneaked up They should be able to double swing this. And yes, that's exactly what they try and do. But Ponder, too good. Finds both. 3 on the board for Ponder. 6 on the board for Mizzou. Bonus round converted. Even if there's anything that I want to see from the side of Northwood, I think Darkus really has to set his teammates up past this double controller. And it's a little bit difficult, right? Because Breach doesn't have rechargeable flashes. There's only 2 flash points per round. It's not like Sky. Sky has up to 5 per round. And that's exactly what you would need to try and get past double controller. Boombot gets taken out. Dip's gonna take a lot of damage from that snake bite.
Careful here.
Almost 50% of their HP. They're gonna have to try and fall back. Pain shells are coming out from Mizzou to try and stuff this advance. But we are gonna see a little bit of ground gain on that A site from Benji and Ali. All about timing now. Since they don't have the flashes to work through, the flashpoint is gonna come, or the fall line rather, and they're gonna try and take space in that vent area. Benji, however, finds a pick onto Miss Piggy. This is going to cause rotations, but Ponder ain't too much to think about. We'll find 2. Ali finds 1 to even up the numbers, and now they should have control of the A site, but they don't have control of the spike. Ponder finds another one. Paragon finds 1 off the map as well, and it's just Benji now trying to move back over on to the spike, and Ponder finds 4 on the round. And there is no cracks in the defense of Mizzou right now. This is looking like all the momentum is on the side of Mizzou. Paragon or Conch breaking out the operator here just to make matters worse for Northwood. 9-7 now. They do have the buy here to try and get that 10th round. Darkus may try to jiggle this and make contact, but man, through the wall. Dip will take down Panda. Finally, they have the numbers advantage. They are able to work onto that B site. They found the weakness in the defense. They get the plant down for the first time this half. And now the retake's going to come through. It is a 4v5 retake. And look at Benji. Benji's making so much noise. I think Ponder has heard it. Ponder thinking about it, finds it. That's to bring the numbers back even. And Paragon with the nasty shot onto Bolt there. Sinking the ship. Ali, though, finds the pick onto Ponder. And the Rolling Thunder is going to come out. They're going to try and get aggressive off of this. Do they have the positioning? Yes, Dip is there. Dip and Darkus putting in so much work on that round. Finally, double digits for Northwood.
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
And it was a hard-fought 10th on the board for Northwood. And they finally find the gap in the defense. They caught Panda alone. Panda tried to swing and saw 3 people and just got spammed through the wall. Now the defensive setup is switched up. And they are going to try and block the vision onto that mid site, Northwood. Try and see if they can find anything. But they do have to get through that poison orb. And it just looks like there's not enough rechargeables coming out from the side of Northwood. So each utility that's spent has to be well thought out. Alex is going to jiggle. Spotted by Bolt. Doesn't take any damage. Here comes the fault line now for them to try and stun. Nope. Rethought it. Smoke came out, so they're able to lurk up. Darkus finding positioning here. But Alex makes contact and does a little more than just that. Ali, however, will trade out. And Dip and Ali doing so much work on that mid site. Paragon finds the pick onto Dip, though. just to thin the numbers a little bit. They know he has the operator, so they're going to smoke him off. Has the showstopper, but Ali Boumaier takes him down. That's 3 on the round for Ali. Putting up big numbers right now. Trying to get their 11th. Look at this high-low stack. Ali with 4 on the round. Ali Boumaier. Now it's going to be another timeout coming out from the side of Mizzou. You gave up 2 in a row to Northwood. You have to make sure they don't win these next rounds. That's going to put you up against match point. You're going to have to pull something out here. They've been losing the defensive round because Northwood has just been able to figure out the gaps. Once they found that first gap, and then they tried to force it into mid, and all of the gunfights went out. Ali with a big round there. And Paragon hit some pretty nasty shots too. But it wasn't enough to win Mizzou the round. Now we are going to see the defensive setup switch up again. Just a little bit.
You are divided.
The Astral Wall being invested onto that A site, and here comes the rotate. Execution on that A site. Alex tries to hold his own, but is unable to do so. Darkest takes him out. And they should have control of the A site. This should be a plan. It seems like time and time again, Northwood just able to find that gap in the defense. They're able to single out that solo site holder. Plan's going to go down. Trailblazer on that A main angle. Ponder able to find the Benji to even out the numbers. But the clock is ticking. Dip finds the pick on the Piggy, doing exactly what duelists need to do. Paranoia comes out for the swing. This is going to push them back. But there's just so many crossfires that they have to worry about. Ali there doing work once again. He will get taken out, but it's a little too late. Paragon in the 1v2, and Dip with the jumping shorty finishes it up. Match point for Northwood.
Match point. One last fight, everyone. We can do it.
It seems like Northwood has just been able to dissect the defense. That's 3 rounds in a row that we saw. They were able to isolate those solo site holders. First, it was Panda getting taken out through the wall. Then it was Alex swinging into 4. And this is going to be... It's going to require a perfect defense once again coming out from Mizzou. Paragon. Or Conch, rather. Thinking to make some early contact. Here's the Boombot. He's going to try and go again. Thought about the paint shells, but... Pull them back, finds the pick on the Darkest. Beautiful swing. And they're just going to happily pull back to play the numbers advantage. Taking down Darkest there is huge value because now they don't have the initiation necessary. Snakebite onto mid here. The Astral cover here, killing a lot of information. So you're going to have to re-clear that with the Trailblazer. The rotate's going to come through. It seems that Benji may have found a gap onto that A site, and Dip finds the pick onto Conch. Now it's going to be Alex again, tasked to holding the site by himself, waiting for the rest of his team to rotate. He's going to play a little bit more patient now. He doesn't want to give up any advantage. And that tripwire from Benji, so cheeky, finds the pick onto Alex. Alex, though, keeping his life there. They're going to try and spray through off the Seekers. They're going to try and run, but they immediately get taken out. Showstopper online as well. But the numbers are just dwindling on the side of Mizzou. There's so much utility being tagged. And that is it. Northwood take map 1. It was Mizzou's map pick, but Northwood finally able to crack the defense of the double controller with some pretty crazy performance coming out from Ali, winning out that round. Northwood goes up 1-0 in the matchup. And we're back with map 2. This time we're going to Lotus, a 3-point map. And we are going to see Northwood break out the double controller. Actually, double controller on both sides. Slight mirror comp here, except for a difference in initiator philosophy. See Northwood go with the Sova, whereas we're going to see Piggy back on that Sky here for those rechargeable flashes. Hard to see who would be better. I think perhaps maybe the Sova darts or the recons through the smoke for pings may just eke out a little bit. But me personally, I'm a fan of flashes. I don't know about y'all, but I like pop flashing. We're going to see now, this looks to be an early B exploration coming out from the side of Mizzou here. With, once again, this patented aggressive play coming out from the side of Northwood. Trying to make that A aggression. They are going to set up Ali there. You can see those shock darts coming through. Trays coming around all around, but in favor of Mizzou, as Panda will find 2. They are going to get the plant down. And I don't know about that jump there. Gets paranoid. And now it's just Ali. Now in a 1v2. Finds the first. Is he able to find a second? No. Ponder to clear it up on that late lurk. They should get the plant down and get some extra cash as well. That's going to be the first round on the side of Mizzou. Remember, guys, this is Mizzou's map pick. I mean, no, Northwood's map pick. So we should see them take this map. They're defending champions now. This time, the buy-up is here. Neither team has lost an eagle round just yet. Dark is going to try and jump peek onto that mound angle. Should spot 2 or 3. And this combo play coming out, Paranoia. But Piggy and Panda able to counter it. Darkest will find 1. But it might not be enough, as 3 members have already fallen. The Paranoia comes out as well. We see Conch taking down Dip. And that's a clean, quick second round coming out from the side of Mizzou.
Here.
Are going to see if Mizzou can hold on to this bonus. Anything that you can get. This is a T-sided map. Don't forget. So you want to tack on as many rounds as possible if you're Mizzou. This early aggression coming out. Panda will find the first big shot dart onto Panda, trying to take him down. But the Paranoia will come through, allowing them to swing. And this gunfight here is going in favor of Mizzou. Look at this. The bonus round. It's just Benji left in the 1v4. And this aggression from Mizzou, so strong, punishing Northwood for trying to get overzealous on their positioning. Let me see now. Benji may just opt to save in the 1v4. Plant has already gone down. No utility to push bash this one way. And Mizzou knows. They're going to try and go hunt for him. Benji's going to find a first pick onto Conch. This is a bonus round coming out from the side of Mizzou. They could hunt this down if they want to. But it looks like they're just going to try and play it safe and stack onto their economy. Benji also playing it safe as well. Just going to try and back off and save that rifle. Hopefully be the hero rifle in the next round. But that's going to be a bonus round converted by Mizzou. We've seen 3 bonus rounds, ladies and gentlemen. And all 3 bonus rounds have been converted.
Bomb grenade out. Placing alarm bomb.
Now we can see a half buy come out on the side of Northwood now. Benji with that hero right. But so far, the attack of Mizzou has just been unstoppable. And look at this. Look at the pacing. They're just going to slow down a little bit to try and see if Northwood want to get aggressive on that eco round. default exploration seems to be towards that mid site.
Going out.
Guiding light to flash B main box just to see if anybody is there. Swarm grenade close in the corner to try and clear that out. And Northwood's gonna try and take advantage of this and double push out of Mound. They do get spotted. As Panda able to hold them back just a little bit. But it is and Dip who will find that crossfire as they try to open the door. And this has gone from good to bad real quick for Mizzou. Look. Trey's getting taken out on the other side of the map as well. But the numbers are still in favor of Northwood. They have control of the spike as well. But I do believe that Panda has from the shadows, so he should be able to recover the spike. They're going to try to swing onto Ali, take him down almost immediately. And yep, the plan is here. They're going to try to do from the shadows, but Northwood has already read this. They're trying to double stack on the spike, but it doesn't matter. He's able to get it anyway. Now, Hunter's Fury from across the map. Dip finds 2. Can he find the 5th? No. We are going to see Ponder plant the spike. Recon Dart comes out, but Ponder able to slip it. 1v3. Can he do this to string together a 4th? Dip. Dips down. No headshot angle yet. So we are going to see the slow cross. They double swing. Ponder gets 1, but it's not enough. Benji to trade out. And they somehow convert this half by round. Northwood stop the bleeding at 3 as they put their first on the board.
Here.
And that stops the bleeding. Look at this. They bring the economy back to even. It's almost as if they never lost that bonus round at all. They do have a chance to steamroll this. And all of this comes from the exploration of Dip and Darkest. Pushing up onto that C-Long. Panda spotted 1, but he didn't know there was a second one. They tried to open the door, and it wasn't enough. Now we see a double aggression from Bo and Ali. Up onto that rubble area. So much control. Guiding light. Showstopper comes out. They're going to try and do this, but it doesn't matter. You have an ultimate, but we have aim. Bo and Ali find the 2 picks that they need, and the spike has been dropped. Now they have full control of the rubble area. And there's just nothing that they can really do here. So they're going to slowly try and collapse. Alex, though, has found the space onto B. But what difference does that really make? We're going to see Panda's going to get rushed from both sides here. The crossfire, but oh my goodness, the collapse from Panda. The triple from Panda to even up the numbers. But that's all he could do. Alex now in the 1v2. Finds the first. Can he clutch this? No, Darkest. Thank goodness for Darkest right there to clean up the round. They had the advantage, but it got messy real quick as Panda was trying to do the best that he could to carry his team towards the finish line, but Darkest was there to close it out. Timeout on the side of Mizzou. And this has been a different story on the second map here. Both teams pretty much even. Let's see if Mizzou can stop the advancement of Northwood right here. They still have the buys. A little bit broken. You do see light armor come across, but there are bulldogs on both sides. guiding light here to try and take some early aggression, but the recon dart should ping out 3 members. And look at this rubble stack. Omen has no more shrouded steps. And they have taken full control of of mound here from Northwood. Meanwhile, we see members of Mizzou trying to lurk up onto that B side. They are trying to go for a double cross here. Paranoia as well. And the showstopper from Bo is already here, but Dip finds 2. And Bo finds yet another. And just like that, the round is over. Northwood tie it up.
Make sure to follow my pack in. They'll lead us right to the enemy.
Now it's a broken buy coming out from the side of Mizzou. They do invest 2 Guardians in here, and they force up a Vandal Light. We're gonna have to see if that's enough. They can try to take mound control once again. It's worked before, why not try it again, right chat?
Coming back.
This is gonna cause Mizzou to rotate over to that rubble area where it's just Benji by themselves. Benji's gonna throw down a swarm grenade to try and stall. They're gonna hit through tree as well. Darkus immediately quickly rotating to try and support his teammate. And they are gonna have to try and fight this out, but Conch taking out Darkus. Panda takes down Benji. That's the plant. 5v3 now on this post plant. And this is an eco round, don't forget. But it doesn't look like Mizzou is able to recover those rifles. So this does give Northwood a chance to come back into this round here. Shock Dart onto the default angles to try and see if they can do some trickle damage. Paint Shell as well onto that A drop area. But Mizzou is just not giving them anything. They're just going to try and wait the time out. And I think this is good on the side of Northwood. They don't have enough time to do this. They can try and get a few picks, but it's not going to be enough. You might as well just save your economy here, because it's not like their economy is in good shape either. So the equalizer was taken by Mizzou as they pull up 4-3.
There.
Now the Vandals are on the side of Mizzou here. And this time, it seems that they've got a read on Northwood's playbook. Aggressing onto that mound area, onto C almost immediately. The one round that Northwood decided not to aggress mound. Barrel has been spotted. Conch finds the first 1 HP now, but he's gonna try and stay alive. Panda there with the support, and once again it's Darkus and Benji going down immediately. They get the plant down. Viper's Pit is invested as well. And this is just a similar scenario as before, just flipped sites. They are now on the C site. And man, no fear coming out from the side of Conch. Just taking down Boat.
Spike dropped.
They still haven't planted the spike though, interestingly enough. But this is a beautiful use of that Viper's Pit to block out the entire waterfall entry. This is going to prompt another save coming out from the side of Northwood. They're gonna go hunting. Mizzou gonna try and take these rifles off. You have the round already. You have the economy. There's crossfire from Dip and Ali, though. We'll find one. It's gonna be Dip alive. Finds yet another. Can he find a third? No. Ponder takes him down. Takes all the rifles. And this is going to be a full save coming out from the side of Northwood.
Right. On my way.
will be their nightmare.
Now they're trying to get that rebel control. It is their save round, so looks like they are going to try and aggress in that rebel area. But once again, Mizzou opting to go for that mound control. And they've been able to take down Darkus and Benji twice now,
You should run.
despite their defensive setups. A lockdown is going to come in here. Paragon does have the showstopper on hand if they want to invest it. This is going to force the defense back. Piggy already onto site, so they should get a plant off of this. Showstopper now to try and take some more space. And this is just to defer Northwood from pushing back in. Showstopper doesn't find anything in that waterfall area. But now counter lockdown from the defense to try and push back Mizzou. But it's destroyed almost immediately. And Paragon has such deep positioning. Will find the first. Does he find another one? Yes, he does. Alex off screens finds one as well, but Darkus to trade out. Still, numbers are completely in favor of Mizzou. And the time is on their side. Swarm grenades get taken as well. And it's just going to be Darkus alone. As we do see Ponder find that late lurk pick. Ponder wants it all. Swings on to Darkus. And cleans up once again. 6-3 for Mizzou.
Who to smother first?
Go on my mark.
This is going to be a full save. Economy of Northwood in shambles.
Toxins, poison orb emitting. Toxic poisons off.
Northwood now tried to get a little bit of aggression on that mound, but Darkus got taken out immediately. Trailblazer to explore that C site. And what is this timing dip?
One enemy remaining.
Was caught lacking with their util. Ali now in a 1v3 has the Bulldog, will convert it into a Vandal, but that's about it. Plant goes down on that C site. Now, if you're Northwood, you're not stressing too much. Lotus is notoriously difficult to defend, and you have 3 rounds in your pocket already. If you can get a 4th, I'd still say that this is a pretty good half. Now it's up to see what Ali can find in this 1v3. We already see the high-low setup. He's gonna try and shrouded step right into it. Gonna bait Piggy in there. Should be able to get half. Won't be able to get any more as Panda's gonna jump in with the shorty to clean up. 7 on the board for Mizzou.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
Turret out.
2 more rounds left in this half. Northwood's got to try and pull one out. Or we may see another 9-3 half. Both teams giving up huge leads in the first half on their Mac pick. See another defensive setup coming out from the side of Benji and Darkus. Early Viper's Pit will be invested to try and ward off any more aggression onto that C site. And this is going to force Mizzou to just rotate off. You have to respect that ultimate. You can't just push into it blindly.
Here.
You see Ali holding this very tight angle. Oh, he spots the head. Has to throw the paranoia to try and get out of there. You don't want to lose your life. He is going to shadow step onto that rubble area. Finds the lurking pick. Does he get another one? No, but he is able to stay alive. The support is there with the Hunter's Fury, but Panda will take him out. Meanwhile, Dip finds one onto Ponder to even up the numbers. And Alex tried for a late lurk, but Darkus is so aware of any tricks. Finds the pick. 2v3 for Mizzou to try and close this out for an 8th on the board. But the numbers are not in their favor. The recon dart comes out and will ping them both. Shock dart onto that default area.
Spike planted.
Satchel to get across so that they can try and fight together. They're gonna double swing, but it's not enough. Dip and Benji, a kill apiece to close out. Northwood get their 4th.
My ultimate isn't ready.
Last round before the switch.
So this is a pretty good half for Northwood right now. You get 4 on your defense. If you can get 5, even better.
Breathe deep. Here. Turret out.
Now, Mizzou's gonna try and go for that A rubble push. But so far, most of their points have been scored going C. So let's see if they're able to do anything on this A side. Showstopper will be invested, but look at this immediate collapse. Northwood tried to get aggressive, but they were so ready. Mizzou holding all the angles here. 3v2 now. And they also have the Viper's Pit. So if they can get the plant down in time, they should be able to invest the pit here and get a free plant.
Don't get in my way.
There we go. Shorty's online. I love it. Trying to take out any advantage that Northwood can sniff out. Now, 3v2. Viper's Pit. Swarm grenades. All have been invested here to try and clear something. Owl Drone goes in there. But Panda's going to immediately take that out. And Darkus is going to fall through the spray. Mizzou clean up. An 8-4 half. Well done from Mizzou.
Switching sides.
Turret out.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
And now it's the second half. Doesn't matter what happened in the first half. It's how you close out. Can Mizzou close out? Like I said, Lotus is notoriously difficult to defend. And Northwood getting 4 rounds on their defense does put them in a good position, but it's a lot of rounds to make up for.
Dance.
Pistols are going to be super important here, chat. Whoever wins pistols wins game.
Poison orb emitting.
See, now they're going to slowly try and work up A rubble here. Darkus pushing in deep, but none of his teammates are there to trade him, so he shouldn't make any contact just yet. Ponder, Jago peeking that A main angle. Meanwhile, on this other side, we see full control coming out from Mizzou on that rubble area, so this is a lot of information gained. Now we see some rotates come out. Contact has been made, but Darkus wins out. He doesn't expect the second one there, though, so Alex will take him out, but Bolt also takes down Alex as they were not ready for that tree push. Now, numbers advantage are in favor of Northwood. As we see now, Dip trying to explore that tree area, but will get punished for it. Thankfully, Benji there to trade out to keep the numbers advantage. We do see a late lurk coming out from the side of Ali.
Blinding.
Smokes off the main angle, but it is a 2v2 if Mizzou hurry. Another cloud cover, but it's not enough to protect Panda from Bolt. Now it's Piggy in the 1v2. It's gonna have to push through this, and we'll get a crossfire of right clicks. Northwood there waiting for him. A very important round that was won by Northwood. And you cannot get equaled here if you're Northwood. You need to win this round. They are going to try and play slow. They have the range advantage, so there's no reason to push in. Try and wait and see if Mizzou gets aggressive to make early contact. Mizzou does make contact, but they don't take any kills.
Right here.
Now the rotation is going to come
Poison's off.
from Northwood. They're going to try and explore the A site instead. They know that Mizzou may not have the credit advantage to buy full Sentinel utility, but look at this early rotation coming out from the side of Mizzou. They're already here on the A site. They have a pinch, but it will get spotted out. Dip though, finds the first pick onto Alex. They're going to open that site, but the rest of the members already here. The shorty online, shorty and right click, but Smith pays them down, but Dip finding 3 with 1 clip. Ponder is going to find a pick on the backside, but this is a pretty good round. If you are Mizzou, you took down about 3 guns, so there's not too much to carry over for the bonus round. Holding onto this bonus is going to be very important.
Gun here. Revealing area. There they are.
And that early Sova dart finds Panda, takes down so much health. He will get healed up, but that's no more armor. Meanwhile, you see this aggressive slow push from Benji exploring that B site. Contact being made by Alex, but Darkest to take him down immediately. But oh my goodness! Ponder with the big brain on the crossfire finds 4. And it's just Benji left. They have to save this? No, they really don't. It is a bonus round. They should have enough to reinvest. Try to see if you can get 1 or 2 pigs, Benji. And look at this. Double stack here. Swings, finds 1. Piggy takes him down. And as the bonus round held. Mizzou go up 9. And now, this is it. Round 4 of the second half. The gun round. Can Mizzou get double digits here? Pull on the lead. Or can Northwood regain the advantage on their map pick? See a little bit of aggression come out from both teams on that rubble area. But it's the Razes that are trading out. 4v4 now. Hunter's Fury being invested as well to try and create space. Force the rest of Mizzou back. Look how deep Ali already is in that stair angle. They have full control of the A site now. Plant is going to go down from Darkest. And this time they're very careful of that broken door after Ponder was able to get 4. One way being put down. Ponder has to wait it out. Conj tries to get a little cheeky on that timing, but this time Ali's so wary of it. And there's just so many angles being held on the side of Northwood. Mizzou is going to have to fall back. There's not enough time for them to try to win this 2v4, so you might as well save.
Alarm bot out.
Holding on to these rifles is going to help them in the long run. This is going to be a slow grind, ladies and gentlemen.
Turret out.
Placing swarm grenade. Satchel out.
Now we see this aggressive push coming out from the side of Conch here. Trying to take that rubble control. They've been losing that part of the map for too long. But Northwood has flipped the script. You're hitting Mound and hitting C fast. The difference between the two teams, though, Mizzou is rotating a lot earlier on defense. You see them stacking up already. But Lotus is in IGL's playground. Audibles left and right for them to re-rotate. They're going to use the door to try and noise bait.
Placing swarm grenade.
Now the execute comes out after killing that noise. Showstopper being invested as well, but it is Ponder who finds two. He will get taken down by the Showstopper, but that is the push stuffed as soon as it started. And what can you do now? You're gonna have to try and rotate off. Benji though finds a pick on the piggy to even up the numbers, and that is it here. They're gonna move towards that B-side snake bite and a swarm grenade to stop any push. Panda will find one that immediately gets traded down. 2v2. They will have the lockdown after this plant. Do they invest it?
Ready.
No, no need. Darkest has the aim. Now it's just Conch left in the 1v2. Only has the boom bot on hand. Can try to clear an angle here, but it is a high-low swing that is set up right now. Jumps right into Benji's crosshair. 8 on the board for Northwood.
Need a drop.
As we see now, there a light buy coming out from the side of Mizzou as they try to hold this defense. This time, another C main start. 4 players on that mound for Northwood.
You should run.
They're going to try and go for a pinch this time, but that lockdown is going to force everyone back.
Calling my bot.
And this may allow Darkest to lurk up onto that B main angle.
Killed my bot. Bot 2.
And this is a very late execution. Darkest is going to find that angle onto Panda. Sprays the body for good measure just in case he missed. But this retake is going to come in. Northwood already has all the angles held. It's up to Ponder left. Does have the Vandal, but it's a 1v5. He'll find one. But he's going to do that 4 more times to try and win this out. Time not on his favor. They're going to double, triple swing him for good measure. And Northwood finally tie it up 9-9. This is the equalizer now. Buy, full buys all around. Piggy has the Seekers if they want to invest it to try and get aggressive. Maybe what they're looking to do outside of that B angle. But the hit this time comes from Rubble. Northwood slowly lurking up off of that Viper's orb, putting Darkest in position. And I think Mizzou may have caught that. Now they're playing this broken door room to try and get a crossfire. Contact is being made. It's all up to Alex of when he decides to swing. Toxic Stream will go up to try and stall some time and spray through it. And one has lurked into the tree room. Still though, no information given from either side. And this is going to keep the defense guessing when you have 3 sites that you have to defend. Paranoia into broken door room as they're going to try and execute onto B site. Fakes the shrouded step. And that's going to prompt a showstopper. It doesn't find anything. But it does stop the advance. 30 seconds left for Northwood to work with. And Benji tried to get a sneaky lurk. But Alex, so aware, finds his KJ counterpart. Meanwhile, Seekers are coming through, and we see Darkest lurk up. Darkest finds the pick onto Ponder. to open that C site. But it may not be enough. There's only 15 seconds left. I don't know if Northwood has the time to get this plant down. Darkest goes huge, finds yet another one. 8 seconds. They should be able to get the plant so long as nothing happens. And they do, just in nick of time. 3 seconds left. Viper's Pit now invested. Snake Bite as well to stall. But Piggy's just gonna go right in there. Doesn't matter. Darkest will get the full spray. Shorty now in hand. May hear Paragon. Doesn't matter. Paragon that's taken out. And what a round this has been. It's all up to Alex now. Northwood running out the clock as long as they possibly can. And still somehow managed to turn that round in their favor. Beautifully done by Darkest and Benji. Both solo lurking onto the offsites. Try and see what they can get. And it's Darkest is the one that comes out on top with 3 kills.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade.
Northwood, their long fought battle, finally take the lead. And this has become so difficult for the defense to hold. This time now we do see the judge come out. And Paragon tries to go for a double satchel, but immediately gets taken down by Ali. And they're just gonna storm into this A site here. See a cheeky angle from Piggy, but gets sprayed out. Panda will find one though. But the numbers are still in favor of Northwood. They try to advance through. They have tried to take control here. Alex finds one, but will immediately get traded out by Darkest. And Darkest is just going crazy. Man on a mission right now. Taking heads. 1v3.
Planted.
Can Ponder do this? Only has the judge. But I don't think Dip is aware of that. Dip
Scanning ahead.
has the recon. Here's the judge. Not pushing anymore. Oh, he's still gonna try and push. Stays out of range. Has the headshot angle. Finds the shots. 1 HP. But still closes out. Northwood put up 11.
Turret out.
And this is an eco round. Mizzou looking into the brink. Looking at match point now.
I'll find them. Scanning ahead. Right here.
I see an aggressive push come out from Northwood once again on that A main area. They found so much success. And this is an eco round. But still, they are playing it safe. Our drone to get boat into the tree area. You're gonna see now contact may be made by the 2 Vipers right now. Darkest walks right through, but Ponder unable to hit the sheriff shots. Piggy though does find a pick. Alex finds another, but Ali eventually evens it out. From the shadows now onto that B side. Benji made the call that they have control. Alex is doing so much work on this Guardian buy. Finds the pick on the Dip as well to bring the numbers back into their favor. And all of a sudden on this save round, it's only Ali left. Ali with the 1v3. Lockdown invested as well. Playing with his life here, playing for time. Only has 3 seconds left. And he's gonna teleport right into Panda. But Panda can't find the shots. 6 bullets. 1v2. 6 bullets is all he needs. He's gonna have to fall away from the paint shells. Holding this angle. Ali, are you clutch? Paragon instead is the one that closes it out. A thrifty round coming out from Mizzou to prevent match point.
Thrifty. All I need is spare parts.
And that round looked to be in Northwood's favor. But a mistake coming out from the side of Darkest, pushing through that smoke with Spike, and then some heroic shots coming out from Alex. In the end, they find double digits as well.
Placing swarm grenade.
And the tension is high right now. Mizzou do not want to go down 0-2. They want to take that map pick advantage back. See now they're going to try and lurk up onto that A rubble area. But so much information has been gained. The read coming out from Mizzou to fully rotate onto that A side. Seeing the amount of utility that was invested. Information goes quiet once again. Northwood more than happy to take their time. Only need 4 seconds to plant the bomb and they'll run the round down to 4 seconds if they need to. As Benji spots Panda. And Panda's just gonna fall back.
Bot coming back.
Rotates coming from both teams. Looks like C will be the place to be. As Darkest just gonna push through. No fear whatsoever. Hunter's Fury is gonna come out. But Ali finds the spray. Panda will trade out Benji, but the numbers are in favor of Northwood right now. They're gonna rotate from the shadows. Comes out to the other side, but there's still B side that they can hit. They have that control. Paranoia as well. And once again, running down the clock as long as they possibly need to. Piggy's gonna try and swing out. Only 6 seconds left. Is anybody gonna try and stop the plant? They can't.
Last player standing.
Alex will find one. And now, Panda in the 1v3. Ali was able to get close last time, but Darkest honed in on the angle. Match point for Northwood.
Match point.
A timeout called now. Mizzou need to try and push this into overtime. They need to take this map back from Northwood. And this is it. They're going against double match point now. Mizzou gotta be perfect once again. Conch with the early op pick onto dip. Initiator down. But we've seen Northwood pull themselves out of these situations before. Darkest now doesn't need an initiator. He's just gonna walk right in.
Stealing sight.
He's on site. Ali with the paranoia. Darkest is gonna try and swing off of this, and somehow they find that control onto C-site without an initiator. They get the plant down. Viper's Pit goes down as well to negate the advantage of that operator. They try to come in there. Darkest just spraying through that Viper's Pit. Full advantage now. Time not on their side. Mizzou's gotta try and push back into this Viper's Pit. Bolt will find the pick onto Ponder, and Darkest double shorty headshot in the Vipers. He's gonna push right in there. Jumping Vandal shot. Northwood win out map 2, 13-10, and they go up 2-0 in the series. And we are back. Map 3 with the classic map, Ascent. Now we are going to see the tried and true mirror comp come out. Sova, Omen, Jet, KO, and KJ. Now this is Mizzou's map pick. I want to see them put up the numbers here, trying to mount this comeback. They are down 0-2 in the series, so they do need to pull one out here. And this is a map that has been figured out by most teams, by the world. Immediately, but Rip Pidgey in a 1v4 somehow still finds one. It is going to be Ponder that takes him out eventually, but this is going to be a hard push onto that A site. And Conch there finds the first pick onto Bolt. In a 1v4 situation themselves, he finds two. So now it's a 2v3. Numbers are in favor of Mizzou. Not anymore. Dip will even it up real quick. Now 2v2. Dark Cloud on that tree area. Ali there to support. But now it's just Ponder in the 1v2. Has the shock darts to try and do some trickle damage. Does a good amount, but is unable to find the headshot. What a start on this map. Northwood take the first pistol round.
Don't worry, there are other ways to be useful.
And notoriously, Ascent is the defensive map.
Turret out.
But this has been a beautiful attack that was attempted by Northwood there. I like that aggression that came out from that garage area, B garage. But they weren't able to capitalize on it enough. Paragon tried his best to try and hold down that A site, but to no avail. Now, things are going to slow down a little bit. This has been Northwood's style on these second rounds. They want to play slow, hold their weapons range advantage. Try to see if Mizzou will get a little aggressive. They'll slowly work up onto that mid area. Just to provide some context here, Northwood has beaten Mizzou each of the times they've met, so Mizzou do want to take revenge here. We're going to see the 0 point come out. As well as the Molly to try and clear the close angle here. They're going to work up onto that B site. And somehow they were able to identify that this was the weak link. It's only Piggy on the site by themselves. And Piggy will immediately get taken down by Ali.
Spike planted.
And Bolt finds the pick onto Ponder as well. Weapons advantage, numbers advantage, both in favor of Northwood right now. And if I'm Mizzou, I'm going to try and play some exits, see if I can get any guns. Or get Northwood to die to the spike. But Bolt's just not missing. Neither is Ali. And it's just up to Alex. 1v5. Unable to find one as of right now. Does find one eventually, but no more bullets. Ali comes up with 3. And that's round 2 on the board for Northwood. This time now, Northwood gonna try and look to convert the bonus. Once again, playing it safe. Seems that Northwood would much rather be aggressive on defense and take their time on offense. A lot of action should be happening on this A main angle as Alex and Piggy are gonna look to swing off of that flashpoint. And there Piggy's gonna find 2. Beautifully done. Alex takes a chunk of damage though, but he's still alive. Meanwhile, Darkus will find a pick, but Darkus doesn't expect another Ponder with the big brain there. Takes the spike down. Piggy will find his third. Alex swings out. Beautifully done on this anti-eagle round for Mizzou.
Scanning ahead. Right here.
This time on this full buy round, we are going to see a 5-man stack push from Northwood onto this B site. Hunter's Fury is going to try and take down Ponder. Unable to get away from it, and so that's the Sova down. Execution immediately comes in. Darkest finds yet another one, and they already have control of the site. This 3v5 retake now on the side of Mizzou. You're going to see Panda trying to retake from middle. As we see Alex as well trying to find something in that market area, but he's going to have a crossfire trained onto him. And Panda finds the pick on the Benji. Dip will find the pick on the Alex. And now it's going to be Ali that comes through for the crossfire trade. Panda now in the 1v3, but it's too much to ask. Northwood put up 3 on the board.
Turret out.
And this is going to force Mizzou back on an eco round. This is the defensive half. So they do have to try and string together as many rounds as they can. At the very least 6. But if you take 6 rounds on offense, that's a winning half. So Mizzou got to be careful here. And look at 0-point lineup, but oh my goodness, Ponder! 1 tap, 2 tap, finds both. Dip finally trades them out, but the numbers advantage are in favor of Mizzou. Too bad they aren't able to recover those rifles, though. We do see Ponder here, as well as Conch. Darkest, though, will take them out. Ali takes down another, so the weapons advantage proving too strong for the rest of Mizzou to go up against. Plant does go down. Now it's a 2v3. Alex is going to dash right onto site and find the pick, but that's just one. This time it's Panda once again in a 1v2, and Ali just swings out. Another 3K round for Ali.
I'll make them remember. They'll make human.
Placing alarm bot. Placing sentry.
And now, Mizzou's got to come up with something here to stop the bleeding. They've stacked over onto this garage angle. And they have to make this work. Piggy's going to get spotted. And Paragon gets spotted as well, but he'll lose his life. Benji rips his head off. They slow down for a second. But the execution looks to be coming from that B side. They seem to have figured out Alex's operator. Panda will find a cheeky kill from that ice cream area. And it's going to be Ponder with the Odin to find 2. Darkest goes down, but he is in no command form. So they may be able to take him out, but he also dropped the Spike as well. Spike is in control of Northwood right now. And Dip able to even up the numbers. This should allow Boat to sneak up on the Spike and grab it. Well, what is this timing here? Gotta be careful of this swing. Headshot through the glass, but it doesn't do enough damage. Both players are down to single-digit HP. Can Boat make it out of here alive? Yes, has the updraft to defeat those angles. 1v1 scenario now. He is gonna be able to get the plant down, as Panda has no idea where he is. Now he knows. Plant has gone down. Both players scrambling to get into position. Panda may have gotten there just a bit earlier. And he is able to get the beat on Boat. Closes it out. They put their second round on the board. There is an operator that is down, but I don't think Panda is able to get it. You see the pings are coming out, but they're unable to recover that op.
Thank you.
And somehow the economy. These rounds have been so close that Northwood, despite taking the 2-round lead, they don't have the economy for this. Flashpoint's gonna come out, and Alex and Bo gonna have an anime battle. Bo's gonna win out though. So that's gonna be a gun converted to the side of Northwood. Dark is just going in there. Eco round or not, if he has the hero rifle, he will get the picks. Plant goes down. They have the numbers advantage now, despite this being a half buy coming out from Northwood. And that's going to be a full save coming out from Mizzou. Any momentum that they were trying to gain from this eco round, this anti-eco round, was immediately shut down by Darkest and Boat. The rest of Northwood gonna go hunting here. Try and take these guns off. But Ponder is there with the Odin to take down Boat. Nothing lost though if you're Northwood. That was just a Blade Storm from Boat. They were able to convert that just off of one ultimate and one hero rifle.
Turret out.
Cover going out.
And this outlaw from Ali showing us the moves. Dancing on the team. Finds 2, finds 3. Ali going crazy right now. Ali Boumaye. Finds 2 with the outlaw. Trades out for the Vandal. I think he should have just stuck with the outlaw, y'all. Gets the 2 picks that he needs. But it is still a 2v2. Ali made this round much closer than he needed to, than it really needed to be. And now we do see this cheeky hold angle from Benji. Had the Odin on hand, but it's Ponder that swings out immediately and gets the pick. Spike is ticking. They do have the lockdown to invest to try and push out Darkest. There's a small window here. Darkest opting to win it out with just guns. He is going to get locked down though. Can he hide in time? No. Paragon, aka Kaj, able to put Darkest in the dirt with more than enough time to defuse the spike. Wait. I don't know if he had it. I don't know if he had it. 0.37, he has it. Kaj clutches it out.
Alarm bot out.
And Ali putting on a show right now.
Turret
Out.
12-4 performance from him. With the shadow step, with the outlaw. This time Northwood is gonna go for an aggressive A push here. The spam from the Odin. Ponder trying to find a pick if he can, but the Hunter's Fury is gonna come out. And look at all this pressure that they put on Ponder. They just dash right in there off the Hunter's Fury and take him out almost immediately. Conch now finding himself in a precarious situation. 1vx scenario, unable to find the pick onto Boat. This is one Boat that you can't sink, ladies and gentlemen. They come up now. Another quick execute, another quick numbers advantage for Northwood. Well practiced on this map. Alex is gonna dash into the smoke, and Dip's gonna swing right in and finds 4. A flawless round coming out from the side of Northwood. Beautifully done off the back of that Hunter's Fury. Mizzou investing this time out. They need these rounds. They've given up 6 already on their defensive half. The most that you want to give up on Ascent is 5. So they need to really pull this through for the rest of this half. And now it looks like Mizzou finally has an idea of how Northwood wants to attack. They're going to gamble stack on this B site in this eco round. And Northwood do have a lockdown that they can invest. Based on their previous style, we know that they do like to invest their ultimates to secure these anti-eco rounds. Piggies was trying to make early contact to try and get some information. I think he may have spotted one. And Darkest being so careful, clearing these angles with discipline. Fragment grenade to clear the locks area, and there you go. Lockdown being invested now, forcing the rest of the team back. But there's a frag grenade on the other side. Ponder once again is the sheriff in town. Finds 2 with that gun. Is gonna try and swing, but will get taken down by Ali. But he's done his and then some, finding 2 picks with that sheriff. Now, rest of the Northwood team is gonna rotate. They may get caught by Panda if they're not careful. He finds them, has to try and stay alive, but half of his damage and his health has already been taken down. Doing the best that he can to stay alive. Is gonna have to push off of that swarm grenade by Benji and gets taken out. Benji evens up the numbers. Now look at this deep positioning from Dip in that tree area. Should get the swing onto Piggy. Finds Piggy and finds Conch. Alex eventually trades him out. Now Alex does have the Vandal in hand, but it is a 1v2. And if I'm Mizzou, I would normally be happy about this eco round. But they've given up so much rounds already. They need to win these rounds. Tries to fake jump off of heaven. Only has 2 bullets. Opting not to reload. Wasted one to try and stop the sound cue from the drop. Reloads now. Clock ticking against him. 1v2. He knows where one is. Finds the crossfire and unfortunately takes too long to take down Benji. Ali perfectly timed the swing. Hooks out. Gets the crossfire. Wins the round. Northwood up 7-3. And this time, Alex breaking out the big gun. The operator is such a strong weapon on Jets. I'm surprised that this is the first time we're seeing it in the 11th hour, 11th round. Alex now has the operator to try and push up on that mid area, but it's going to be another heavy utility dump on that B site. Northwood's bread and butter. Tried and true. Interesting smoke coming out from the side of Panda here. Just to stall any pushes. Gotta be aware. And they have to slowly clear this. Owl drone now pops out. And the Hunter's Fury from cross map. Are they able to get any? No. But Alex finds the pick with that operator. Meanwhile, Ali, though, from the shadows into the backside gets 1 pick. But he's by himself. They haven't been able to clear main. Alex unable to find the shot. Boat takes him down instead. Now they get to collapse onto Piggy. But Piggy finds the shots onto Ali. And Panda is there to support. Now the crossfire is in favor of Mizzou instead. And they still don't have to spike down. Dip. Trying to play his time. Finds the shot onto Panda. This will give him the space to rotate. But he's gonna get caught. He's aware. He's aware of this. Has the angle, but the swing from Ponder to clean up. They put 4 on the board, and if you're Mizzou, it's been a must-win situation since round 7. They need to get this round. They need to at least close out 5.
Placing sentry.
You see the no command online as well for Darkest. This time now they're playing a little bit slower. And we see Mizzou taking advantage of this, trying to push up onto that B main angle. Benji unable to find a head. Paragon does, and this aggressive push has paid out well for Mizzou. They get 2 early picks. But the hit is actually coming from the A side. Zella though, Alex finds a pick with that operator, stopping any chance of advancement. That is no command down as well. Hunter's Fury to try and get a pick, but Alex finds yet another pick with that operator. The big gun making all the difference, and Alex comes up huge with 3 kills. A flawless round to put their stamp on this first half. They may have given up 7, but Mizzou is still in the fight. Honestly, I think Alex needed to break out that operator way earlier to try and put a stop to this aggressive push that Northwood was doing. Let's see if, on the other side, Bolt brings out the operator as soon as he can. See the attack style of Mizzou coming out now, heavily stacking on that B site. They're going to try and cross mid with the spike here, leaving 2 to lurk onto that garage position. Looks to be a B split play. Contact's going to be made in garage right now. Benji will find one. Ponder trades out. Now, the explosion onto that B site. Flash drive to push out, but there's too many smokes for him to work with. Piggy finds the pick, but Dip finds the pick onto Piggy. Shock Dart now comes down. And that's a lot of damage. Ponder gets that pick. They should get the plant down, and now it's a 3v2 post plant.
Spike planted.
In between them, Ali should have a smoke that he can invest here. Try to block off an angle here, but Bo and Ali in the 2v3. Gotta try and make something of this. Do they sniff out Ponder on that double box area?
Grounded.
What a shot from Boat. Finds one, evens up the number. Paranoia comes out and they try to swing, but the Paranoia's missed. 1v1 Boat. No more bullets in hand, has to reload. And Panda does hear this, tries to play time, jiggles. This is gonna be very tough for Boat. And look at this Boat. Pros don't fake, baby, but there's not enough time. He gets the kill, but is not gonna get the defuse. Round has been won by Mizzou. Pulling just a little bit closer here, 6-7. And now, on this anti-eco, is you need to close this out. They cannot get thriftied if they want to bring this back. One way being invested now from Ali, as this is going to give both the advantage to take a deep angle as Jet. Still don't miss you playing it super slow.
Deploying drone.
Our drone will spot out Boat, and this may push him back just a little bit. They're going to try and clear Cafe with the fragment grenade. And that 0 point is going to ping out 4 members of Mizzou. So that's a lot of information for Northwood. It's going to allow Darkest to push up mid a little bit just to try and explore. Pop Flash going to come out. They got one suppress. And Ali just swings out with the Sheriff. Alex will find one, but Boat ending up getting the trade that they need. Still, numbers get evened up. And Paragon needs to be careful right now. Darkest on his tails. He has heard everything. They are going to get the plant down, but look at this collapse. Look at the positioning. Oh, look at this. Darkest with that point-blank headshot to take down Ponder. But still, though, the trades come out for Mizzou. It's Benji, 1v2. Nothing but a classic in hand. Finds one! Able to get the headshot! Almost takes down Ponder, but Ponder there to win it out. Still, that was a very, very expensive round for Mizzou. They basically lost everything, and there won't be enough for them to really carry over. They're going to have to try and fully invest into this. But I think this is just going to be light armor all around. Yeah, look at Mizzou. Light armor on the side of Northwood as well, though, because they did force up just a little bit. And now we see the Outlaw come into play. That Outlaw is going to be huge in this round. Both teams now looking to play much safer. And Paragon going to slowly swing across mid with that Outlaw to see if he can find a pick. And there you go. The Outlaw doing so much damage on those light shields. Immediately gets that pick. Now they're executing onto that A site here. Utility all around. Ali will find a pick through the smoke. Finds two as they try to push him. Panda will find one, and Panda finds the second to bring the numbers back into their favor. They should be able to get the plant down. They're going to plant for main. Now he's going to play in hell to try and have this crossfire. Beautifully done. Tree angle is going to be held by two people. And now it's just dip in the 1v3. At this point, you might as well try and hurt the economy. If you can, try to play the exits. I don't think he'll have the time to go for it. He'll just have to save. Now he hears them pushing down main. Is he going to be able to get one? Gets two. All right. Making it expensive, Dip. Only has 3 bullets. And you know what? Panda's like, no, I'm out of here. I'm going to save my gun too. My team economy is also hurting.
There.
Turret out.
Placing swarm grenade.
Take flight.
It's now both teams still on a half buy. That Outlaw from Ali this time finds the pick on a piggy. And Mizzou not wanting to push too much further into that Outlaw. It's basically an operator if you're trying to do this light armor meta dip. It's gonna try and swing out. Will find one, but Paragon also has an Outlaw of his own. And we're showing just how strong that Outlaw is in this light armor meta. Outlaw diff from Paragon, but dip to make that up. 3v3 now. So we are gonna see Mizzou just rotate over to that B site. There is still a turret watching garage, so they will have that information if they need it.
30 seconds left.
Now they execute. Tailwind activated. Alex is gonna dash into it, but this was such a half buy that there is no Sentinel utility for Northwood to back off. Recon dart to try and get some information. They will get the plant down, and oh my goodness, Dip with the swing will immediately get traded out though, so it's still a 2v2 scenario. Outlaw in hand from Benji. I don't know if they go for this at this point. They did force up into this, so they may want to try and win this out. Boat's gonna pick up the Vandal, but it looks like at this point, since they aren't pushing forward, they finally push forward now, but oh man, the angle just not there. Panda, so patient, finds them both. Mizzou go up 9-7. This map now getting real close. I'm gonna see Northwood try to force up into this again. 4 rifles and a Spectre from Dip. Panda gonna try and take an early shadow step approach onto that A main area. And there's so much utility stacked up onto that A side. They do get the ping out. Hunter's Fury is going to be invested, and Bolt's going to find one. Dip finds another with the Hunter's Fury. And both Sovas are getting so much value from the Hunter's Fury. Piggy finds one onto Darkest. But Dip, with these utility kills, he may only have a Spectre, but he's got so much utility to do damage. Alex, though, finds the pick onto Bolt and the pick onto Dip. Ali to clean it up, and now it's just 1v2. Gotta see if Conch is able to pull one out here. Doesn't have control of the spike, but he has... Oh, I thought he had a lineup. But he does have to deal with this one way. They really don't have any idea where he is. Ali's gonna swing out. He's gonna spawn him. Swarm grenade there, but the swing out from Benji at the perfect time to get the pick onto Paragon. And they have been doing so well converting these rounds with utility.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
As we see now, Northwood trying to claw back into this.
Get out of my way.
Neither team having full buys here, but the no command is going to get invested, as well as the Blade Storm and the Hunter's Fury. Big ultimate round, but Ali doesn't care about any of that. He has a gun. He's taking down Alex. Now you see numbers are evened up by Ponder now. They still have control here. Benji able to spray through the smoke off of that sonar. Spike recovered by Mizzou here. But look, the rest of the team of Northwood has already pushed in. They're going to try and aggress into this tree angle. Piggy finds one, though, to bring the numbers back into their favor. They should know where Dip is. Dip has the shock dart. Massive damage. And crouches under the crosshair of Ponder to even up the numbers. Both members of Mizzou are just so low. Aldron will spot him out as well. He's got to be careful. He can get wallbanged immediately. And oh my goodness, Bo unable to hit any of the Blade Storms, but Dip is right there with the body shots. That's all he needed. He clutches up. Northwood ties it at 9.
Need a drop. Thanks.
And now, in this equalizer round, I don't think we've seen a full buy from any of these teams for a while. Northwood finally able to get their full buy, but Mizzou having to come into this with just pistols. And they have had to play so slow. We see now Dip with that cheeky Odin that we know some of the players love. Mizzou, however, is going to try and work up mid. See if they can get anything. They work past that 0 point, and this is just aggression coming out from Piggy. But for what reason, Darkest is already trained there, has the Vandal in hand, gets that numbers advantage. The rest of his team just not there to back him up.
Yeah, it's a bit rough now, isn't it, Jackson?
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, you're trying to equalize, but you are on a save round. And they just slowly push up. Ali finds the pick, Bolt finds the other, and this is falling apart really quickly for Mizzou.
You get a trickle effect. You're feeding into a single long shot fire angle. What do you expect is going to be the result? It's a movable object moving into a very immovable force. It's not a great spot to be in. Paragon's the only success you've had. Then she has the plane. There's just nothing truly there for you. Great defending round, double digits acquired, and gonna be all she wrote. Now give yourself a good advantage heading into another rifle engagement.
Yeah, timeout's got to come out for Mizzou now. I mean, I really question that play call where Piggy just solo pushed up main into market. He had no support. This was an eco round. You don't want to push by yourself, Sam.
Oh, and when you have so many problems already pushing into a B site, like we had over in the south side, which just in it, which is now why I'm over here. When you have problems at a B site, having to then rotate, so having such a strong defensive presence, like having an Odin player locking down that wall so effectively firing through Puppy, you have to be able to extend safely. When you're stuck in a thrifty round where you just have sheriffs, sometimes the best way to do that is to just 4-stack a single archway and try to extend in and use collaborative smokes. and we didn't see any cloud or smoke. There really wasn't much. And tree is the hardest area to do so because you need a smoke out into tree to cut down the courtyard angle from bottom mid. You need a smoke that's placed over towards garden, and then you need a top smoke that's going to cover the rafters play. When instead of just extending through arches, you need 2 smokes. One would be your jet extending with a tailwind in, cloud bursting the actual generator, and the second one would be your omen dart covering the door and switch so that your team can then press that and extend onto site. You got to be a little bit more reactive with the weapons that you're being forced to use into when you know you're stuck in a thrifty.
And honestly, I'd want to see more of those execution plans come out from the side of Mizzou. They've honestly just been winning most of these rounds off of pure gunplay. Whereas Northwood has more set plays. They seem a little bit more disciplined on this map. Now we're going to see another aggressive push up by Piggy. This time, he does have Alex there to support. They're going to try and take that market control. Darkus more than willing to give that up.
When you're willing to give up that space, you need to be safe in the back of sight. Northwood will have their money cut out for him in that process. Keep in mind the lockdown is available for Mizzou, and they're leaving that KJ back inside, outside B main towards Octopus. They're waiting for the perfect time to opt to use, so would expect it would go here in this round.
No command now coming out from Darkus to try and stuff this aggression. See multiple utility coming out as well. Benji having the lockdown ready, but opts not to use it yet. Just holds it on for a little bit longer for a stall later.
I mean, they're just going to rush in towards back of boathouse the second that goes down. There's no need to fear the lockdown if you know exactly where it's being placed. Flank comes in from the bottom side of mid, catching Rabbit off guard, and then have to be able to try to extend in towards site where Piggy and Panda step up. The great 2 for a piece, but the moment that success is found, it goes back the other way. Stella just barely taking down the lockdown before it goes forward. Now you've got to use one of your own, and you've got to force them to aggress, but you know exactly where it is, and that Odin rips through it like it's made of paper here, Jackson.
Yeah, they invested so much to try and take down that lockdown. Now the numbers are even, but it's going to be pretty difficult. I mean, Alex, unfortunately, not able to hit those shots. Ali finds the head instead. Now it's just 5 seconds left. He has to plant. They know that. They're going to try and push him. He does get the plant down. No, he didn't, but it doesn't matter. Ali finds the head, and that's going to be Northwood pulling ahead by 2.
4 kills in the round, and Northwood securing a big defensive win for a static 2 in a row off the back of a thrifty in the first place. And what a hectic round on top of it. You got both lockdowns for both teams being used nearly as just time sinks. The first one in the back of boathouse is already dangerous enough. You knew that Mizzou were just going to pressure the moment that it was placed. But you cut down 2 in the approach, which was perfect for your KJ that was stuck back there and doomed to play to die. It was Benji's play to perfection.
Standing ahead.
The second one, though, Mizzou having to pop theirs, almost felt like a total waste on their end because it bought them no time. The Odin was just going to tear through it in the first place. It's a burn of utility, and it's a great thing for Northwood, who not only secure the win at the end of that, but also secure the big loss of that ultimate, and are now more likely than not in their expectations facing another 30 and spotting a SMG and a pistol early, giving you false confidence, and it's going to cost you some early kills.
Oh man, and this is thrifty round is looking great for Mizzou right now. They get those early picks. There wasn't enough support on that swing, Sam, and so they are going to get taken out. Numbers are in favor of Mizzou, and they recover rifles as well. Now 2v4, the plant will go down. Darkus, he only has a Vandal to work with. It is going to find one, but it's not enough. Benji though finds another. Now 1v2. Big money Benji here now is going to try and clutch this out, but they have this high-low setup. He does isolate, and he finds both of them. Big money Benji putting the law down for Northwood, and they get match point.
Is this the name for Benji now? Big money Benji?
Gotta get them Benjamins, Sam.
That's what it is. Gotta get the Benjamins. Benji has always been a clutch king for Northwood. Has always been a very solid force to be reckoned with. But when both players that you're in a 2v1 against, a 2vx in general against, and they don't have a collective 100 HP between them, and they're almost entirely lined up, their post-plant positioning there was not where it should have been, Jackson.
Yeah.
They needed to be more separate. They needed another player either sitting inside Hell and in a cubby of Hell, but they weren't visible from the initial angle and playing for a tap of the spike, or they needed somebody on the backside of Jin. They didn't need to
Yep.
be set up so that it would take a single spray down or a single sidestep to reach the secondary player as well. A big misplay by Mizzou in a post plant now gives a match point to Northwood in a spot where you already don't want to be in.
Yeah, we're talking about a difference of like 4 pixels, right? I see what they were trying to do with that high-low angle, but they just weren't there, and Benji was just able to isolate.
Now you got to work progressions. If you're Mizzou, you're 3 rounds down. You're looking on the barrel into match point. How do you progress? It's a step system. You got to
No
get in
command,
early,
no.
and you do it with an ult. And that's where the no command comes in.
Pushing straight into that B site here. It's going to be a fast execute. Alex is going to put the cloud smoke down and try to push onto that site, but Dip able to find the pick through the smoke. Benji as well holding onto that boathouse. They swing onto him. Paragon will find the pick to try to even up the numbers a little bit. Will they be able to bring up the KO? They do not. Oh, I think they do. Nope, they don't. Benji eventually gets the credit for that. Bull will swing in. Paragon now in the 1v2. He's going to try and do it, but no. Dip with the Hunter's Fury to close out. Northwood will defeat Mizzou and move on to grand finals.
What a great 4 rounds I got to be here involved for this region here, Jackson. What a wonderful showcase. South ends in a 3-0 series. And I guess, and on Ascent of all things as well. We see the same exact thing here as well for North. I guess even if they're opposite sides of the country, they're not too dissimilar, it seems. But my Ascent was 13-2. And this is a lot better of a showcase of an Ascent map, with Northwood having a really great showcase for it.
Yeah, and this is a well-fought battle from Mizzou. They came close to challenging Northwood, you know, the defending champions. We've heard so much about Northwood, and so many times they put Northwood in a position that it caused them to have to just clutch up. We saw so many set plays coming out from Northwood. We saw how disciplined they are. They truly did deserve to win this series, but Mizzou put up a great fight, Sam.
And when you know that Mizzou can do that against a team as good as this is, as good as Northwood is, and as good as Northwood is considered for the last 3 years in VALORANT, they're a team that you're always going to have to keep your eye out on, especially Piggy, who we had a great time with back in December watching highlight plays from them. And unfortunately, with the bow out here, you won't be able to see him for too much longer. But they still get their piece of the prize pool here as they get themselves, what was the, you know what the 3rd place scholarship was? I'm sure our hosts know it at the end of the day, but I think it was like 2,000.
I think it was,
I think it was
1,500, I think.
1,500? That sounds a little bit more accurate. That's still a really good scholarship bonus you get at the end of this, and you can be happy you placed 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if I'm St. Clair Saints now, they're going to be waiting and matching up with Northwood. And I think Mizzou pushed them to the brink where they did have to bring out a few tricks of their playbook. Hopefully, SEC was watching there, and they were able to take some notes, because I think tomorrow's matchup between the two is going to be a banger, Sam.
It has to be. It has to be an absolute showcase, especially considering how good the St. Clair Saints are and always have been. And then you put against a team like Northwood, who's probably thirsty for revenge in any capacity, in any league whatsoever, let alone CVAL. They're always going to be teams that are contending against each other. Them, Fisher, if you're not separating by region, they're just teams that you look at and say, no matter what, we know this is going to be a great series. And I don't think it's going to end 3-0 tomorrow. I think it's going to be something that goes to all 5.
Yeah, I think so. That would be a treat for us here as I had the casting. With that, we're going to conclude the lower finals of the North region. Northwood gets to move on. Make sure you guys are tuning back into the main broadcast, twitch.tv/UniEsportsNA, to check out the highlights from this match, as well as other regions as well. My name has been Jackson5K. I've been your play-by-play. I was joined by Infernosis in the latter half of this map, providing the color, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.